What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is episode 4 of Who Wants to Be a Scene Kid with To All the Crowded Rooms. I can't believe we're on episode 4 already.
We are making our way through.
This is a thing now. It's definitely a thing, and I'm so happy it's a thing because I get to nerd out about things that shouldn't be nerded out about, but I get to do it, so it's awesome. It's all about the fun facts. The people listening, they want to find out fun facts about their favorite bands from back in the day, and then we go through and we talk about it, so it's going to be fun. You want to introduce our guests?
Yo, what's up, y'all? I am Brandon Cunningham, lead singer of the cutest band to ever exist, Kawaii as fuck, or Kawaii AF if the parents are listening. What is up, y'all?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think I could have done that good? Like, yo, I had a Red Bull right before this, and I still am not that good at this. So I need to be on his level. Well, the funny thing is me and Brandon have been going back and forth on Instagram, just shooting the shit, just talk about the bands we like listening to and stuff. And Brandon has a very vast knowledge of a lot of like mallcore bands, like drive-through records bands, like just anything in between emo and pop punk. Brandon's got. Wait, did you call them mallcore?
Yeah. What's wrong with calling like mall screamo?
No, I've actually never heard. Have you ever heard that?
Really?
Like,
but
I've never heard it called mallcore ever.
That's
amazing.
I first started hearing that like last year, and I've held on to that. I'm like, I love this. I'm tired of explaining. Oh yeah, I like emo, but like like the fun stuff. Emo isn't fun. Whatever.
So what would you define as like mall screamo, mallcore? That would be
like mallcore would be like from first to last. Some would say Silverstein, but like that's complicated because Silverstein has become like kind of snob screamo. It's weird. But who else is mallcore? Like all the bands that were getting like famous on Fuse, like Hawthorne Heights.
Oh my God, this is incredible. So like my whole aesthetic, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So like, I come from like that was what I was like as like a 14-year-old kid, 13-year-old kid. So to me, that's just regular emo. Now that I know that like the slang that's going around now is called mallcore, it completely makes sense because back then that's what you did. You hung out at the mall on Friday nights with your friends, going to Hot Topic and bothering the fuck out of the workers.
Yes, that's what you did. You had to.
I always saw it as like the bands that like Hot Topic was putting on. So like they were like kind of like the darker screamo bands that were like a little less bubblegum emo, that were like, they would maybe wear eyeliner, they would have black hair and shit like that, but like they're also like the mainstream like Hot Topic bands. Like maybe like even like Pierce the Veil, My Chemical Romance. The Used.
Yeah,
this is awesome. Okay, great. Mallcore. Love it. Do you want to get into this, Brandon?
Yo, let's get into it. Let's go. I got the hoodie. Let's get it.
Yo, I love that hoodie.
Yo, it's new. Instagram recommended to me, and it was the first thing that Instagram like showed me. Like, oh wow, this isn't trash at all. I need this. This is like this is so like 2006 Pete Wentz and Gabe Saporta. Like I needed this.
Yo, facts. All right. Question 1. Ryan Ross and John Walker left Panic at the Disco in 2009 to form what band? Is it A, Leathermouth, B, The Young Vanes, C, The Brobecks, or D, Franz Ferdinand?
Okay, all right. Let's break it down. Okay, so I know it's not Leathermouth because that is one of Frank Iroh's bands that he did like after My Chemical Romance. Like, okay, so it's not that, and I know that because my fans told me that. I would have not known that if my fans didn't like just be like, so Leathermouth, Leathermouth, right? I'm like, what is that? It sounds so dark It's not very dark.
Not at all.
All right. Okay.
Do you remember the other ones?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool.
So next thing, it's not the Brobex, because that is Dallin Weeks' first band before he joined Panic. Yeah, there we go. Well, another thing that Gen Z taught me, because I didn't know any of this.
Wait, Brandon, you were telling me that Gen Z is really bringing back Ryan Ross, and I think that's fucking hilarious, because I had no idea who Ryan Ross... I'm from when, like, I was born around the time when Fever You Can't Sweat Out, like, came out, like, when that shit was popping, and I had no idea who that dude was.
Yeah.
So to hear that the Gen Z is just like Ryan Ross is a god is hilarious to me.
Yeah, like all of us, who grew up while it was happening, we didn't know jack about Ryan, because we were always, being like, we're being pushed Brendan all the time, because obviously he's the front man, he's the most charismatic one out of the group, and Ryan was like hella quiet. He was like hella quiet. I know who he was until I watched Live in Denver, which is like the best Panic show. like that was during a fever you can't sweat out, and that live show is incredible. It's on YouTube, like in full. It's the whole concert, and like since Fever You Can't Sweat Out was a circus, like whole aesthetic, they brought a real circus on stage, like actual circus performers, like people doing like acrobats and fire and like all this dope stuff, and like Ryan like sang, and I didn't know he sung, but like he's like singing all the backups and killing it, and and he would like sing more on Pretty Odd, but yeah. So, but these kids love Ryan. They love dressing like him. They love like full-on cosplaying him and all this stuff, because he was the one who brought the aesthetic. Panic at the Disco was his brainchild. Like it came from his mind. It came from the books that he read and the movies that he watched, and he wanted to just go full on. And I always loved to just like talk to him about what got him there, because like. They probably be like asking in interviews, so what are your inspirations? Like, I want to know how you came up with a Fever You Can't Sweat Out in full. I need that documentary.
I wonder, like, today, like, where he is, in a sense, with, like, the success of Panic at the Disco, and if he ever thinks, like, damn, it's almost like the thought of, like, selling all the Dogecoin before the Dogecoin, like, fucking went to $1. It's like, why the fuck did I sell my Dogecoin? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he feels the same way about, like, why the fuck didn't I leave Panic at the... Or maybe he doesn't, I don't know.
Craig That Frank got to interview Ryan like after like years of him like being like radio silent, and like the whole thing is Ryan's like, I'm happy for everybody. Like it's cool that it's still being talked about. We didn't think that was gonna happen when we were like 17 and first came up with the band. So it's cool that it's lasted this long. It's very cool. I have no bad blood with anyone involved with Panic, and it didn't sound like he had a gun to his head during that. So like, yeah. I'm thinking all good vibes, and that makes me happy. I like knowing that the bands that I grew up with, like even after like they split, you can still be friends and still have bad blood. It don't always gotta be, and fuck that guy. If I see him on the street, it's on sight. Yep. But the answer to the question is wait a minute. Franz Ferdinand. It's not it. That's not it, because Franz Ferdinand Franz Ferdinand is one of those indie rock bands that always gets pushed on like Spotify 2000s radio, and every time I'm like, this is not what I wanted. I wanted to hear Nelly. I wanted to hear Gwen Stefani. I didn't want to hear this.
Yo, they got some bangers though, I ain't gonna lie.
True. Okay, but yeah, the answer is the Young Veins.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That's correct.
Woo!
1 for 1, way to go.
There we go.
All right.
Broke that down very nicely.
It was very nice. All right, number 2. Bum, bum, bum. What was the name of Gerard Way's backing band for his solo project? Was it A, the Brobecs, B, the Germs, C, the Hormones, or D, the Fratellis?
Oh my God. Okay. Well, we can take out the Brobecs. I'm gonna take out the Brobecs because that's still Dallin, and I don't think those words. I don't think those worlds of the emo trinity merged that. So they're all buddies.
They really should.
Yeah, they should. Okay. This one's actually I can't believe this is number 2. What? Okay. All right. I remember the aesthetic for because this is during Hesitant Alien.
Yes.
So this is during Hesitant Alien. And I remember he was in the blue suit and his hair was orange and he was dancing with those pink Yo Gabba Gabba looking motherfuckers. But what were they called? Okay. So I took out the Brobecs. What's remaining is the Fratellis, the Germs, and the Hormones. Okay. All right. I'm gonna take out the Fratellis because straight up, I don't know what that is, and I don't think that's what they were called. I don't know what that would be, so I'm just gonna take that out and hope for the best. That leaves Germs and Hormones. So, here's the thing about the Germs. Germs, I remember that was one of his hey guys, I'm Gerard Way and I still make music. This is after Hesitant Alien, and I'm on SoundCloud now, and I'm doing whatever I want. And he was just releasing music out of nowhere every other month, while he's making Umbrella Academy, the Netflix show. He's hey, how about this song, guys? And I love the song, The Germs. The Germs song sounds like it could have been on Sesame Street, and not even talking about the fact that they were puppets. Just the sound, it sounded like those in between them teaching you letters and numbers, just those weird moments on Sesame Street where it was just artists doing whatever they want. But with that being said, I don't think it's Germs because he brought in the Germs later. So my final answer, guys, is gonna be the Hormones.
Final answer?
Final answer. Locking it in.
Correct.
Ah!
Yo, by the way, the Germs I know was a band that used to tour with Nirvana back in the day, and
the punk band, the Germs.
Yeah, I had no idea what you were talking about, and that's pretty funny that Gerard Way had another project involving the Germs or whatever.
Going back about Gerard Way, I fucking can't stand his solo project. I hate it. Me and my ex-girlfriend won tickets to go see a selective private show, acoustic Gerard Way show at the Trocadero at the top. The top floor Trocadero, super free tickets. Gave them away.
Oh my God, you're a fucking idiot, dude.
Now I look back on it, I'm like, fuck. That
would have been the most intimate show.
It was capped at 50 tickets.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, it was that intimate. It was an acoustic show.
Also, a fun fact about the Hormones is that it was kind of a super group. Everyone that was in that band was from other well-known bands. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but I know the guitarist was from Aquabats, which is pretty sick.
Yo!
So
that
shout out.
Is sick.
All right, let's get
fucking Aquabats.
Yeah, the Aquabats is tight. I mean, they have relations to Gerard Way. Travis Barker used to play drums for him, so shout out.
Shout out Aquabats, man.
All right.
Number 3. All right, Brandon. What is the name of the clothing company whose logo features the iconic flying pig? Is it A, Rocket Clothing, B, Glamour Kills, C, Archaic Clothing, or D, To Write Love on Her Arms?
Okay. All right. So, to write love on your arms. That's what it's called, right? That's what it's called. I know, like that's like that's what, like, you know, like that name like inspired like y'all's thing, right?
No, actually, To All the Crowded Rooms is a Census Fail song.
Oh, wait, wait.
So-
Off what album?
Still Searching.
That's why I like that album. It's the one I listen to the least. For me, which is fail. It's the EP and my favorite record by them. It's Bold You. It's a perfect
Yeah,
album.
it's a really good album.
It's the perfect like blend of the post-hardcore, the emo, and the pop punk all in one. I listened to that when I was like 21 or 22. I was like, I can do all of them.
Yeah, facts. Yo, you should go back and revisit Still Searching though, because they have low-key bangers on that one.
They do. That's a good album. I think what it is for me is that's when Buddy starts like really lay it on thick with like the emo whine, and like it does sound like he's crying with every line he's saying.
True.
I'm a little sick or a little sick.
Yo, banger.
Yes, bangers on that album. It is bangers on that album. I got nothing against Still Searching. Banger of an album. Okay. So, but I remember that shirt always being worn by the people of the scene. Like it's what everyone was wearing in that era. I don't know who the photographer is, but it was in that era when everyone was like just out at a park and the camera is just like all like it's like really like dark shadows but like super duper overexposed faces. That era, and they're all wearing that, and I don't remember no one having a logo. It was always just the words on like that side of the garment. So I'm gonna cut that out of there. Okay, that leaves what again?
Rocket Clothing, Glamour Kills, or Archaic?
Okay, all right. So Archaic, I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds really metalcore-y. It sounds really metalcore-y, and I don't think a metalcore line would have a flying pig. I think with a name like Archaic, they want to be like taken seriously. We're a serious brand.
That's
We're
so
serious.
funny. That's so funny because you're right.
Yeah. So it's not them. It's not them. All right. That leaves Rocket and Glamour Kills. And I'm going real with you. I don't know what that Rocket thing is. I can't even imagine what it looks like. So my final answer. But wait, before I say it, I'm gonna tell you how I know why it is Glamour Kills. Because I've watched All Time Low straight to DVD, live full set so many times, and I know that everyone who was associated with All Time Low and Holmes Records at that time, which included like We the Kings and freaking like who else? Hey Monday and like all those bands, they were always wearing that flying pig. Like, and I think like pigs will fly, like that was the whole stance. But yeah, I remember seeing that freaking pig, and I remember seeing Glamour Kills all the time. And then when I learned they were the same, I never forgot it. I never forgot it. It's so iconic. It's so iconic. But yeah, so final answers, Glamour kills.
He said final answer.
And that is correct. So, fun fact, Glamour Kills is my family's company. And
What?
Marky, if you're watching, shout out.
Yeah, that's a household name. That is Mikey's cousin.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What? That.
Yeah,
Like,
Christmas is
damn.
always sick because my Aunt Debbie would always send me like the whole new line of Glamour Kills for Christmas. It was fucking sick.
Yo, that is the most swaggiest of Christmas gifts.
literally.
Yo, and it's so funny that you talked about archaic like that. So I had like a metalcore band back then, and archaic was really big in that metalcore scene, and their biggest band they had at the time was Attack Attack, and Attack Attack just put out self-titled when they were really heavy. Like, we're Smokeahonis, AC-130, Reno, Nevada. Like, it was that era. And every metalcore band, including mine, had archaic clothing. And all right, so shout out to Archaic, actually. They had a sponsorship thing, right, for local bands. And they took on local bands, gave them discounts, like more of an affiliate. But they went on a page. You could click it. It said artist, and then it was like signed, unsigned. You can click the unsigned artist, and they had a list. So they really supported local bands.
Yeah, that's fucking sick.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
I wish more artists or more clothing companies and bands worked closely together like that.
Yeah, you definitely don't see it like it was anymore. Like, you don't. The only one that still kinda comes close is Cleaver Clothing, which is Spencer from Ice Nine Kills. He still has his clothing company. Yeah, but they don't, like, the only one I guess else is Stay Sick, which is like just a huge umbrella brand at this point.
We'll see what's good with Ride or Die. Shout out Frankie.
Oh, definitely.
Yo, Frankie. yo. I'm gonna be rocking Ride or Die for sure. For sure, when that comes in the mail, I'm gonna be rocking that immediately. Like, he's already killing it. Like Ride or Die is good to take over TikTok. Because I've been seeing like the big alt TikTokers. Cause those who are watching who don't know who Kawaii AF is, besides the cutest band ever, we're also like one of the top like alt TikToker people. So like we're all like closed together. It's our own Warped Tour bus, and so like I've been seeing like Molly. I forgot her full TikTok name, but like shout out Molly, you know who you are. Like she's rocking the Ride or Die. And I'm seeing like more people rock it. And hey yo, when Kawaii AF gets it, best believe we'll be rocking that in our Hot Topic videos, cause we got a lot more Hot Topic videos like
Fuck yeah.
out. So super excited about that.
Yeah, so for anyone that's listening right now, Brandon's band Kawaii AF has a really funny TikTok page, and it's all just like the emo like spoofs kind of like videos,
Because there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Endless. I love it.
all your
I love
daily
all of it.
dose of Ryan Ross content.
Thank you. I'm trying to shout out the dude Ryan. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna make sure he gets his due.
Yo, well, hey, emo, like that style of emo is coming back like super hard, like super hard. Y'all see Avril Lavigne's back?
Yo, facts.
Yo, I've been looking at that. I've been looking at all the Travis Barker affiliates, like down to Machine Gun Kelly, Mod Son, like Lil Hoodie has a pop punk song that came out of nowhere just to shock everybody. Like it's been wild, and it's been super duper exciting, and like people are low key hating sometimes because like what like, oh, they're only good because Travis Barker's produced them. And I say 9 because I remember 2013 through 15. I remember all the Travis Barker bands that were coming out, all these, these youngster bands who are like
Yep.
pretty much factory made. I remember them, and they didn't last long. I'm not gonna name them because I'm smarter than that. But I remember them, and they were coming out like every other month. And every time I like, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a fair chance. And every time I was like, this is so bad. You're not trying. You're just sucking on tropes. That's all you're doing. But,
So my band is kind of like a MCR-ish like aesthetic. It's like an MCR they used if they came out today. And I got into an actual argument at an emo page about MGK, and I'm like, hey, when they say he's making it popular again, that means top 40 charting. That means the kids today get what we got. Mm-hmm. So, like, here's what's going to happen, and I'm calling it now, 2022, when, like, shows are coming back. All of the old 2006 pop punk bands are going to revert back to that sound, at least for an album. AFI just released a couple songs and are remaking music. Avril Lavigne's back. Paramore is in the studio. My Chem is going to come out with something. They've been leaking. They've been talking, like hinting about some stuff. And then you're going to have newer bands come up, like an MGK, like a Mod Sun, and even newer bands come up to fill the places of the opening acts. That'll eventually become what the Used in My Chem is, but in like 10 years. So we're seeing a whole emo resurgence, and it's amazing.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying, Jesse. That's what I've been saying since 2017. When I started Kawaii AF, no one wanted pop punk. No one wanted modcore emo. It was all about the Tumblr core. It was all about the Midwest revival, or maybe if you were indie, but like not pop punk. Not emo. You were laughed out the goddamn room.
It was either you were literally either anyone who wanted to be XX or Lil Peep, or you wanted to be brand new. Like, it was either one of those, and that was it. As soon as the Midwest claimed emo revival, I was fucking furious. I was so mad. I was like, just because you whine and are emotional does not make you emo. I got picked on for this shit. Like
yes. So like I said this.
Sorry,
I said
Mikey.
y'all.
I just came at you so hard.
I mean, I love
Heaven's sake, was
Tumblr core.
amazing.
Tumblr core is the fucking shit in my opinion, but like, there's so many different like cores of emo that like.
We're all one family. We're just picking fun.
Yeah. Let's be real. I love the story so far. I love the Wonder Years. I love Man Overboard. I love Neck Deep. Like so the top of the Tumblr core, I love. It's the copycats who I want messing with.
So now you're getting into my territory of like what I feel passionate about. Can I ask you a question that I have my own opinion about? Sorry, I'm taking this over.
Send it.
Do you think Neck Deep lived up to the hype?
Good question.
Tenfold. Because when Neck Deep was like first popping, they just sound like the story so far. That's all they did. They sound like story so far. But I saw a glimpse of hope when I heard the song "Growing Pains" off of their album. What was that called? It wasn't called Guitar Speaks. It was called Wishful Thinking.
Wishful Thinking.
Yeah. So when I heard "Growing Pains," it was a breath of beautiful fresh air. I was like, he's singing. He's not
Yelling.
He's not screaming, yelling. Yeah, he's singing. This has a melody to it. There's a hook. And I'm like, this could be something. And then the cream of the crop, Life's Not Out to Get You. Life's Not Out to Get You. Yes.
Best album ever.
Life's Not Out to Get You is one of the most important pop punk records, period. Not just of the tens, no. Period. It's one of the most important pop punk records. It's so good. And I'm also one who loves Peace and a Panic. I wasn't mad when they went like a little more like poppier.
I didn't like Peace and a Panic. That's what pissed me off about them. And their new one's all right, but like, yeah, that's what I meant.
That's hey, listen. My whole deal with the greats of the Tumblr core is that even at their best, they weren't rock stars. So it wasn't gonna do anything. Like Neck Deep got the highest because they had like iTunes commercials. That was cool. It was cool to see pop punk have iTunes commercials again. That was neat.
I never seen that.
Yeah.
Yo,
yeah,
what was their
did.
iTunes commercial? I've never seen that
Like
shit.
it looks like atomic bomb scare videos. Like,
That was that was for Peace and Panic.
Yeah, because that was the whole aesthetic of that was like Greatest Generation, like bomb scares and whatnot. But
go for it. Sorry.
but no problem. We're all rapping here. But yeah. So even at their best, I knew there was no growth gonna happen. It was all gonna be like underground fame, and that's not helping us. So when Water Parks happened, I was ecstatic. When I heard stupid, that word, stupid for you. When I heard like stupid for you off a double there, I was like, this is what I'm talking about. Full on like pop punk. Like this is pop and this is punk. Because so many for years it was just, how is this pop punk? You're like emo. You're like shoegaze. How are you pop? You're not pop punk.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's the yelly pop punk. You can't really describe it. But I gotta say that, like, just to go back to Neck Deep, and also I've never heard a Water Park song in my life, and I don't know why. But Ben Barlow, the singer of Neck Deep, you could hear throughout the albums how the band in general, the songwriting got amazing, and him as a lead vocalist, every record, his voice just like, he's learned new techniques. He got just such a better singer. So like compared to the first EP they put out to the newest shit that they put out, he is a completely different singer. It's amazing.
It is. It is super duper amazing. Like seeing him become like good at singing live also, because that's another thing. Like people kind of just sometimes forget that aspect of being an artist.
So
that
good.
you have. He's so good live, and he only got better over the years. And I love Distortions. The name, I forgot the name of the album though. It's like a sentence, but I know Distortions is in the name. The newest Neck Deep album is so good. I love it. I love it so very much. But I ain't gonna hate on anybody who got something to say about it.
In 2017, I got to meet Danny Washington. He's the drummer.
Okay.
So
me too. I met him.
So I'm a drummer. And I had this bright idea because this is when he put this is on Warped Tour, so he put out that he's going to be starting to sell the Rain Supply, which is
I have a rain
company.
shirt.
So I went and bought the first one that they sold at the TEI in the Neck Deep tent, where he would just walk out and put the black shirts with like the stamp one. So I went and met him. I bought the TEI like masterclass for him. I was doing drum covers. It was my second drum cover that I was going to put out. And I had this idea. I'm like, yo, what if I bought one of his shirts and told him I was going to wear it in a drum cover, see if he'll like retweet me. So I went up and I met him. So cool. Bought a shirt. He's like, oh, so you're coming to the class. I was like, yeah. He's like, are you a drummer? I was like, yeah. So I showed him my covers before we started talking. So I went back to the TEI thing. I sat like off to the side and he saw me. And like shook my hand and was like dabbed me up and then started talking. You could tell everyone was there just because it was Danny Washington. They didn't play drums. So he was showing like warm-ups and stuff, and he just wasn't like getting a response. Deadass, it literally became me, him, and another kid. Just like he would try something and go, want to do it? And then he would bring us up and then we would play. And then afterwards we sat back. He followed me on Twitter, and like he promoted that drum cover. He is one of the most genuinely cool dudes I've ever met. Period.
Damn.
Hell
He
yeah.
is the coolest. He is the fucking coolest, chillest. if you ran into him at the mall or ran into him and like knew who he was, by the end of it, you would feel like you actually knew him as Danny instead of from Neck Deep.
Absolutely,
Respect.
man. Like, yo, real talk. Like, those are the interactions that like I live for. Like when it turns into like just it's like y'all hanging out. Like whatever event you're at, it just turned into y'all's hangout and y'all just chilling. That is dope. That is dope. But I never even got to my point. I never even got to my point. I ramble. When in 2017 when it wasn't cool to not like pop punk anymore, I said all it's gonna take is for a popular person, a mainstream person, to do it. That's what's gonna happen. It's not gonna be a legacy band. The legacy bands did their thing already. It's not gonna be My Chemical Romance. They're already there. It's not gonna be Blink. They're already there. It had to be someone popular already who just said, "Hey, I want to make this." And I started to see I started to see it actually happen. Like when like Demi Lovato like released a pop punk version of her like latest like pop song that's on the radio. And it didn't say alternative cover. It didn't say dark remix. They said emo. They said emo. And that was what I'm talking about. Because not only do we need someone popular, we needed someone to stop with the low key. Every time someone did something close to pop punk, it was always low key. No low key. It's gotta be high key. It's gotta be in your face.
Right.
Like,
instead of like calling it like rock music.
Doing.
Yeah, instead of calling it rock music, you just straight up calling it pop punk instead of being ashamed of calling it pop punk or some shit like
so
that.
I totally thought Post Malone was gonna do it. I thought he was gonna be the first one to do it. And
Me too.
I was wrong. He was MGK, and MGK has done it fucking justice. Yo, his album's sick as fuck. He keeps bringing it. Dude, he keeps bringing it in, and I think Youngblood is the perfect pair. So in my eyes, MGK and Youngblood are like the more lighter version of what the Used in My Chem were.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. When they did that song, I forgot the name of it, but the song, like, you know, that they did together for the first time.
Under Pressure?
Like,
it was a cover.
Oh, no.
MGK and Youngblood.
Yeah.
Oh, my fuck. Was it My Bloody Valentine? Was it? No.
No. It was before we started singing pop punk again.
I'm looking it up.
Okay, cool.
While I'm looking it up, do you want to read one of the other ones?
Yeah, we should get going on
okay.
Keep the questions coming.
I think I'm okay.
I'm okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That was it. That was the song that the spark.
Okay. All right, so number 4. We're only on number 4, Jesus. Cupid's Chokehold by Gym Class Heroes contains an interpolation from a classic 70s song. What song is it? A, Get Down on It, Kool and the Gang, Breakfast in America by Supertramp, Easy by the Commodores, or I Want to Be Your Lover by Prince.
Okay. All right. Let's break it down. Okay. So, it is not Get Down on It by Kool and the Gang, because that song is one of the most funkified songs on the planet, and like, hey yo, Gym Class brings the funk. Don't get it twisted. I call Gym Class Heroes like Outcast for emo kids. So,
that's funny.
so they bring the funk, but Get Down on It, nah. There was no remnants of that in there. Shout out Kool and the Gang. I love them. Kool and the Gang. They did Celebrate, like like Celebration is one of the greatest songs ever. Listen to more funk, kids. Okay, all right. So it's not Cool in the Gang. So actually, okay. I don't know what the Prince song was. What was it?
I Want to Be Your Lover by Prince.
I Want to Be Your Lover, Prince. Man. I know this sounds blasphemous. I'm even wearing purple. I've only gotten into Prince like last year. And the reason is because I was a Michael Jackson kid. That was, and it wasn't like I choose this one. It was more the fact is that MJ was more kid friendly than Prince.
Yeah.
Prince was like straight up sex, have sex. And my parents were not gonna be having me listen to that, even though my dad is a diehard Prince fan. He's a diehard Prince fan.
Fun fact about Prince, I just read this the other day. In the mid 1980s, one of his managers said that he had enough unreleased content in his vault that could put out an album every year for a decade, which means if there's like 10 songs per album,
he's got like 100 songs unreleased.
No, he's got like 1,000 songs unreleased since 1980.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So that's like 40. He's got like 40
Your
years.
eyes.
Yeah. Insane.
Yeah. No, cause see, what made me get into Prince is because, like, finally was we like at work. We were having, our usual just shooting the shit, and it was, all right, guys, name your favorite fictional like band in a movie, and of course I always go Powerline from a Goofy movie, always, forever.
Yeah.
But my boy Alex, he said, the band in Purple Rain. I'm like, bruh, that's just Prince. He's a real person. You can't do that. He's like, They made music for the movie. They were not pre-existing songs. They were premiered on the movie. And I'm like, all right, fine. And he's like, hey, Brandon. Yeah. And he was like, hey, Brandon, have you seen Purple Rain? I'm like, no. And he's like, well, go home and go watch it. And I'm like, okay. And it was on Netflix, and I popped it in. It captures you in the first second.
Oh, I gotta see it. I've never seen it.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
It is extravagant. It's like one of the best movies ever. Because not one frame is wasted. Everything captures you, from every drum tap, from every wink, from every shoulder brush. It's all just bam in your face. And that's when I fell in love with Prince, because not only did I fall in love with him as a performer, because he's to say that Prince is an incredible performer is not enough. Like I can't. But as a black kid, I saw something that people aren't talking about. Prince pretty much made the emo aesthetic. From the tight clothing to the gothic ambiance that was in his room in the movie, to his eyeliner, to his hair covering his face, and the angst.
I never thought of that.
The angst.
Yo, I can't believe you're saying this. I said this last night. I said the exact same thing last night, because
wait, about Prince?
Yes. me, James, and Taylor were talking about Prince. Because of Dave Chappelle.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, yo, if you think about it, Prince is the first emo kid. He's the first one to wear the tight leather pants with kinda androgyny. If there was no Prince, there wouldn't have been Marilyn Manson. And if there wasn't Marilyn Manson, there would be no us. Because there wouldn't be Motionless in White, there wouldn't be heavier, darker aesthetic music in the mainstream. There just wouldn't have been. It would have died after hair bands.
He's the original evolution.
Yes.
Yo.
Holy shit! This is crazy!
Yo, yeah, so Prince is the first emo band, but the hair metal is the first scene.
Yeah.
Bingo!
True.
That's very
absolutely.
Yeah, and Prince was around in the same time. around the same time, early, like mid 80s, early 80s, and was a little bit deeper and darker and more androgynous.
Hey, yo, man, like being a black emo artist, black emo pop punk artist, being a black rock artist, like my whole thing was that I grew up not because of my parents, because of society around everything, is that rock is white. Rock, that is what it is, and it always has been. And I didn't learn about like who really did start it, which hello, fucking Chuck Berry. And how it was like taken from like black artists and given to white artists and all of this stuff and that whole history. And after I learned all of that and how it wasn't just a few times, it happened so many times, and that it made it to where that even the black people who were there started to believe that white people invented rock music. So when after I realized all of that, it started to really like realize I'm not weird or I'm not like out there. I'm just literally doing what's in my blood. Like watching Purple Rain and having that realization, holy shit, not only is rock black, emo is black. like let's go! I felt so powerful.
Is I Want to Be a Lover by Prince the song from Gym Class Heroes?
It is not. It is get that. We're gonna get that out of here. And that leaves. Where does that leave?
Breakfast in America by Supertramp or Easy by the Commodores?
Okay. All right. I don't think it's Easy by the Commodores. I don't even know what that song is, but I don't think that's what it is. So that leaves the true answer, y'all. And I know this once again from the internet and not me looking it up. I remember I think I like referenced I referenced, you know, like tickling my girlfriend on, you know, and so on and so forth. And I was like, shout out to Gym Class Heroes. And then someone said in the comments, I think you mean shout out to Supertramp. I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, bro, that's a sample. Like that's a sample from Supertramp. Look up Breakfast in America. I'm like, what? And so then I look it up, and my whole world collapsed around me because. Listen, I knew that Close Off was, you know, like an 80s song. I knew that. Like, but I wasn't ready to hear that neither Travis McCoy or Patrick Stump came up with a beautiful, well-crafted hook of Take a Look at My Girlfriend.
No,
what I got.
I agree with that because like when I originally heard that song, I thought that was like a Patrick Stump like signature like melody. It sounds like
yes. It does! But that goes to show how much soul Patrick Stump got. That boy got soul and
for days.
And can make it to where that for years we never knew because he's just so soulified that he got all that old soul in him that he can just reference that, and we never even questioned it. We never like, what? Wait a minute, that don't seem. It just felt like it came out when it came out for us. It's so crazy, but yeah, it is Breakfast in America, Supertramp, holy crap.
And that is correct.
Could you imagine if we did all this talking and we're like, nah, it's easy?
yeah, you're wrong. You're very wrong on that one. You're delusional that those comments in the comment section never happened.
Who was put on an FBI watch list for writing a song called I'm Going to Kill the President of the United States of America and ordered to never play it live? Was it, you say that like Jeff, right? Jeff?
Yeah.
Jeff Rickley, Buddy Nielsen, Davey Havoc, or Frank Iero?
Okay. All right. Okay, all right, so Buddy Nielsen was a dude in his time who pushed all of the buttons like he was like Dee Dee on Dexter's Laboratory. What does this button do? I hope it makes you mad. like that was Buddy Nielsen. Like he, like he was angry and he wanted to make everyone pissed. And
wait. Fun fact about Buddy Nielsen, because I was watching an interview with Broken Side the other day, and when they were on tour, he would just talk hot shit on Broken Side on stage, saying that they don't make real music.
Yes! He made fun of Broken Side. I'm pretty sure he made fun of All Time Low too. Like he hated all the pretty like
pretty bands.
Stuff that was yeah, he hated all of them. Like he's like low key one of the reasons why they got that rap. But I don't think Buddy Nielsen, like, he wasn't that type of punk. Jeff Brickley. Alright, so this one's gonna be short. It's not in Jeff. It just isn't. He's like I'm not saying Jeff Brickley's a weak guy or a wimpy guy. He just didn't seem like a dude that pushed buttons or like he was low key. Like I don't think there's any Thursday drama of any sort. If I'm
not that I can remember.
Okay, I thought you were you didn't hear. Like okay. Oh man. So yeah, no, nope. Jeff Brickley's too nice. I don't think he had that. So that leaves Davey Havoc and Frank Iero. Okay, Davey Havoc. Havoc is in his name. Oh man. I don't know where he is politically. Wait, I do. I know that he was like super straight edge at one point, and was violently straight edge. Like I remember Nathan like showing me a song from his hardcore like straight edge band, and it was just like straight like I don't remember the lyrics, but the gist was, hey, you drinking? I'm gonna punch you. It's like, oh, that
sounds about right.
Wow. So, but man, what was the lyric again? What was the song?
The song
title?
was called "I'm Going to Kill the President of the United States of America."
This song also came out in 2009.
Okay, all right. 2009, Davey Havoc saying that? I don't think he was. I think Davey was chilling. I think Davey was just having fun going on interviews. I remember Davey Havoc on the Hoppus on Music, that old Fuse show.
Yup. Oh my God, brother. Oh my God, I remember that one.
That was my introduction to Mark Hoppus, because I knew of Blink, but this was still at the time in high school where I didn't know band members, and I was still like the song, like the intro to American Pie 2 would come on, and I'd still be like, is this Sum or is this Blink? I'm having trouble. It's like that would never happen these days. I know the voice is way too like distinct. Yeah. But at a time, I was like, I don't know, I don't know which one it is. But like, yeah, freaking, just like, Hoppus on Music was how I was introduced to Mark Hoppus. I liked him as a host. I already liked him as a host.
He needs to bring that back.
Idea. Yes, he does. Hoppus on Music was so sick. One of my favorite episodes of Hoppus on Music was when Taking Back Sunday was on there, and they're like talking about whatever, like the new album was coming out. But the big story was just that Adam Lazzara had this gigantic black eye on it. and Mark was like, so Adam, how did you get the black eye? He's like, well, you know how I swing the mic and stuff, and he's like, yeah, well, sometimes I don't catch it.
That's awesome.
I hope there's a video of that.
There totally is. It's like always being suggested to me for some reason. But I'm gonna take out Davey Havoc. Davey Havoc, I don't think he would take that hard of a stance. Also, the song title, it's just, Davey Having is poetic. Every song title, every lyric inside AFI is so poetic and so like deep and dark, and that's just too bold-faced. And that leaves Frank Iero. And once again, shout out to the Kawaii AF fandom. Shout out to the lads, because they freaking like told me, yo, so Frank actually is on the FBI watch list. I'm like, what? I did not know that he was not allowed to say it like at all. But yeah, my final answer, Frank Iero, baby.
Is that your final answer?
Dun, 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 dun.
But like, Davey could have. No. I'm not gonna second guess. I'm not gonna second guess. It is Frank Iero. It is Frank Iero.
That is correct.
Yeah! The Kawaii fandom can't be stopped. Let's go. These questions would be so hard if I didn't have a devoted fan base who always just giving me all the details of like MCR and Panic and Fall Out Boy and all these other bands. It's crazy.
How you feeling about these questions so far?
Yo, these are like I said, if I have a fandom who just tells me this all the time, just regularly, I'd be like, these be some hard questions. These are not some basic bitch ass like BuzzFeed quiz questions. These are real questions, and I thank you for this.
Thank you.
Because these are good, and I knew they were going to be good. Because like I said, I love this show. I watched the Julian episode. I watched the Frankie episode. That's actually the Frankie episode is what made me reach out to Frankie. I was like, yo, this dude's super duper cool. I gotta like hit this dude up. I hope
awesome.
he likes my music.
Dude,
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
You ready for the next one?
I am.
All right, let's go. What is the name of Pete Wentz's record label who signed Panic at the Disco? Is it A, Rushmore Records, B, Stay Sick Records, C, Grotesque Records, or D, Decadence Records?
All right. I hear Rushmore and I see a logo, but it might be my brain combining things. Like isn't like Rushmore like a wave or something? Like a I don't know. Just forget that. Okay. Rushmore, Grotesque, Stay Sick,
Or Decadence.
or Decadence. So you were talking about Stay Sick earlier. That was mentioned, and I don't think that Pete was near that. And whoever makes Stay Sick, I'm not coming at you. I just think for Pete Wentz, Stay Sick, that it sounds too broy. It sounds a little too broy for Pete Wentz. Okay, so it's take out Stay Sick. Rushmore.
Also, you have your 50-50 and phone a friend if you need it.
Okay. I'm gonna take out Rushmore. Like once again, not coming at anyone who has these things. I'm just saying for Pete Wentz, I don't think he'd have a record label called Rushmore. That leaves Grotesque and Decadence. Ah man, Grotesque. That sounds very Pete. That sounds very, very Pete. But
We got him.
I
Right
think
now.
so too. I don't think he knows.
hold up now. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, so I know his clothing brand, like Clandestine, and that was always next to like his symbol, and the symbol, the heart with the bat wings, that was connected to him beyond Clandestine. No, I remember now. Okay, I'm taking out Grotesque. I don't even know who has that attached to them. It is Decadence. I remember Decadence because that's where I'm remembering my Panic CD. I have a few you can't spell it on CD. I remember seeing like Decadence, but it's spelled Decadence. It is DECAYDENC. Yeah, and then he has Decadence 2.0. Bingo! My final answer is Decadence.
Okay.
I mean, you're kind of good. You're kind of good at this.
Correct.
Hey. Yo, it's so funny you said that because while I was like reading, while I was reading along with him, I was like, decay dance. I like how that's spelled. And then you said it, and I was just like, oh yeah, it is a cool thing.
That's so Pete.
So Brandon, do you know the story of Pete meeting up with Panic at the Disco for their first practice?
I know the story of how Panic approached Pete. Like it was like through like email or MySpace, and they're like, hey, your band sucks. Our band's better. like click on the link to find out. Like type deal. Like a full on call out on some hip hop shit, pretty much. And like Pete,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, like they went full on just. We're just gonna say his band sucks and that we're better, and then Pete was like, "What?" Like, and this is like during when like Pete was like always on like Live Journal. Oh, shout out the cozy representative. He has a video where he goes through as many like old Pete Wentz blogs as possible, and you really get to see how sassy, how angsty is, how super duper emo Pete Wentz is, and like, oh man, like, forgot what I was even going with that. No, I brought that up.
Because... so when they linked up,
right, yeah. So what is your story?
Oh, so all I heard was that like they messaged them on MySpace, or they messaged Pete on MySpace. Then Pete was recording music with Fall Out Boy, and in between he flew to Las Vegas, I believe, to where they were having practice. And you know, early Panic was Ryan Ross is the lead singer, and they were playing like Blink-182 songs, but they were working on the new Panic, and They come to the conclusion that Brendan was actually the better singer. So Brendan was now working on the new songs as the lead singer. Pete came and checked them out on practice and was so impressed by their practice that he signed them on the spot. And Decadence is actually, it's like the sister label of Fueled by Ramen. Yeah. So... dude, it's just like a funny like little history behind Panic and Fall Out Boy in that little universe.
Ooh! And one of my favorite things that Pete did is like when the world had no idea who Panic was, he would just say it in every interview, just talk about them, like they'd be like all the time. That's just like So, Fall Out Boy, have any plans for a new album? Like, oh yeah, we totally do. But what y'all should be looking out for is Panic at the Disco. They're like a new band. They're super duper awesome and young, and like they're gonna blow your brains out, man. And on TRL, he wore this black Pete at the Disco shirt. Famous image, like Ooh. Pete at the Disco, and like I think the interviewer was like, "Hey, so Pete, what's this? Is this like a new product of yours?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, just you wait, y'all ain't ready," and he was correct.
Facts. Yo, and another fun fact about Decadence is that Pete also signed Destroy, Rebuild Until God Shows.
What?
Yeah, they were on his label. I didn't realize that. It's fucking sick.
What the whoa? See, that's some serious like world meshing. Like that's crazy. That's nuts.
Well, did you hear the 100 Gex remix with Patrick Stump and Craig Owens on the same John?
Yes, I did.
So
yes,
it's cool to see that like they're still in contact and shit.
That's super duper cool. That is super duper cool.
Patrick Stump, he was that was his label too. It was Pete and Patrick.
Oh, I did not know that. Mm-hmm. But that does make sense because he like produced like all of Viva La Cobra, which is my favorite Cobra Starship.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Next question. What was the name of Ronnie Radke's diss track to Icy Stars and Sumerian Records?
Oh no.
I Wash Cars, I Told You Once, Skynet, or AC 130?
Oh no. Oh no. Y'all got me with this one. No. This is the side that I like know like without Julian, I would know like nothing of the Ronnie stuff beyond the mic stand thing. Everyone knows the mic stand thing.
I was there.
But like I remember you talking about that. I forgot which episode it was, but I remember you talking about that.
Yeah,
I was watching it at home like, holy shit.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I don't think Julian touched on this though.
No, he did not.
He did.
So Ronnie put out a mixtape. He put out a mixtape and he put out this diss track.
Yeah, it got real world star real quick.
For Icy Stars.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't even. Okay.
You still have the lifeline and the 50-50.
Might have to call up Julian.
Yeah, I think I am. What are the things? What are the answers?
I Wash Cars, I Told You Once, Skynet, or AC 130?
Okay. Oh my. Okay, so like I said, I know nothing of this, but knowing Ronnie's humor, my brain is really going to I Wash Cars, cause that's so funny.
Is that your final answer?
Oh, hold up. I'm just saying where my head's at. I'm just saying where my head's at. Is it lifeline time? Cause the questions could get harder from this point. Oh man. Okay. Ooh. Do I just want to go for it?
By the way, all these answers are like Warped Tour beef diss tracks.
Okay, you know what? If I get some wrong, I get some wrong. That's just the name of the game. I don't want to use my lifeline yet. I think there's harder stuff coming. So I'm going to straight up beeline to I Watch Cars because that's funny.
Final answer. Brandon.
Such a shame you came this far. And you got one correct.
And you're totally right. You're totally right with the Ronnie humor. He's got that one song where he's just like, I be flexing on you bitches while you're washing dishes for a living.
Yeah. Like, yo, I can just imagine him like in conversation, like, oh yeah, and apparently I'm like fighting this no-name metalcore band called I don't know, I Wash Cars or something. like that sounds so Twitter Ronnie. That sounds just so Ronnie Radke.
So
that's.
Let's have Jesse take us through the other tracks real quick.
Please,
okay.
Please.
And then I'll tell you what like the beef is. I Told You Once is Woe Is Me versus Issues.
Mm-hmm.
So that was when like Woe Is Me and Issues had like the biggest beef in metalcore, which is still funny to me because both of them are signed to the same label.
Rise Records.
Yeah. In fact, another one is, which I'll jump to. AC 130 is Attack Attack versus Of Mice and Men. Again, signed both of them to Rise Records. Yeah, so Rise just beef. And then Skynet is the Acacia Strain versus Amur. So Icy Stars was on tour with Falling in Reverse. Once when they got to Detroit, which is where Icy Stars is from, it was Ronnie kicked them off of the tour the night of. Like, people are in the doors. Apparently, Icy Stars was smoking weed, and Ronnie didn't like weed, and Ronnie was sober or some shit. So he kicked them out in their hometown, and it became a huge thing. Like, to the point it was Ronnie Radke versus the crowd. And then it was, he put that out and Sumerian jumped on his throat. Fun fact, did you know Icy Stars has a rebuttal?
Yes, I did. And it's trash.
I love Violent Bounce.
It's a decent song, but it does the amount of shit that Ronnie was talking in his diss track just completely won the beef.
Yeah.
How could you go against? He's an MC. Boy got bars.
Yo, speaking of which, there's a part in the diss track where he calls out Sumerian Records. He's just like, Sumerian Records, you have a fucking Sphinx as your logo. That's like if I made a label called Christian Records and had a Buddha as my logo. You guys are fucking idiots. It's so good.
Damn.
Yeah. This was bad. This was like bad beef. And people in Detroit were like pissed, like real pissed. I still say Rap Devil by MGK. I think everyone's like Mgk switched to pop punk because Eminem. I'm like, number one, Eminem's was fucking garbage. I hated it. Yeah! I was like, Rap Devil was so good. Rap Devil was so fucking good. Everyone just loves Eminem to the point where he can do no wrong. He can drop a shitty album and just everyone's like, oh my God, Eminem. And I'm like, nah. Rap Devil fucking murdered it. And not only did he murder it, he switched genres and then billboarded 100 on a dead genre.
Honestly, that's the ultimate come up. Did you guys see that meme I posted the other day? It was just like, watch Eminem come out with a punk rock album just to come at MGK.
I didn't see that. MGK destroyed Eminem in that beef. Like, no, Rap Devil was like that was, he did it while being on tour. There is no big video. It was him with no shirt and a shovel.
He's like, hold on a second, let me write a diss track real quick.
Facts.
Like just obliterated him with ease and fuck. I don't even remember what the response was called anymore. Like, it was something shot.
Yeah, it was like kill shot or something.
Kill shot, and I'm just like, and it's like, yeah, what up, man? Bun, fuck off. That was terrible.
Yeah,
that was awful.
He like name dropped Lil Tay. Remember Lil Tay, the like 7-year-old girl? She was the flex of the century. Whatever happened to her?
Fucking weirdo.
It's no, and everyone's like, oh yeah, MGK switched genres because Eminem destroyed him that bad. What are you talking about? Like after Chester Bennington died, he did Linkin Park tribute. Rock is in this man. Don't question this man's credentials. Don't question this man's like inspiration. He's a rock star and always has been.
He switched to a #1 selling and revitalizing, like rejuvenating a dead genre. There is no way that Eminem could have ever switched to anything else other than that. He is one of the greatest rappers to ever live, but that's all he can do. And you can't tell me he can do anything else because he can't. He can't. Like he's not doing rock. He can't do that shit. Like he could probably produce it, but he can't do it himself. So like I think he needs to stop.
I've been saying that for years.
It's like
It hurts.
Muhammad Ali trying to still fight and getting knocked the fuck out every time. It's like Mike Tyson coming back. Like, he needs to stop and leave on the high notes.
But yeah, no, Machine Gun Kelly going number 1. When that happened, I freaked out because I was like, this is it. When every like pop punk band that I knew because of Facebook or whatever were like, oh my god, I can't believe this. This is like I was screaming, y'all idiots don't get this. We're about to eat. What are you talking about? We're about to eat. Like, we're gonna be in movies again. We're gonna be in TV shows again.
So this is the last thing I'll say, and then we'll get moving on. We have 3 more questions.
Right.
After the mid-2000s came the rap boom, like where hip hop, and that was top 40 music. That is why the emo kids of that generation are little emo rappers. Now that you have pop punk coming back into the forefront, the kids who are in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, maybe even freshman year, are going to start making bands again. So because we had that break, that's why we saw like emo. Yeah, you heard that too. Yeah. That's why we have emo rap.
Yeah.
So
like, yeah. Like, and I thank Lil Peep, R.I.P. forever. Like, yeah. I thank Lil Peep. I thank Lil Tracy. I thank Suicide Boy. I thank Ghostman. I thank Bones. I thank the whole I thank the whole Goth Boy clique because they saved emo from becoming disco. That's where we were headed. We were headed to where, like, oh, look at us remembering the good old times. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put on my emo wig and go to emo night. I shout out to emo night LA. I love
them. They're great.
We got Sad and Bougie. Shout out.
Night, Brooklyn. Shout out.
Let's go. But I was worried because that's where it was headed. It was headed to like this is dad rock now. This is things that only old people like. Like that's where we were headed. But with Lil Peep and the whole emo rap boom on SoundCloud and YouTube, they made kids like emo again. Because Lil Peep's production team had actual emo songs being sampled, brand new being sampled, Under Oath being sampled, Flyleaf, not just Fall Out Boy or My Chemical Romance, like deep emo shit. And these kids were loving it. And then, like you said, they're growing up and they're discovering more bands and they're like, yo, thanks to MGK showing that you can go to number 1 and this is wanted again, they're gonna start bands. Emo rappers who were rappers are bands now. Ghostman is now a new metal artist and he's killing it. Freaking Lil Aaron, like his like little
If I Die First.
He dropped. If I Die First, Lil Lotus.
That's
exactly.
Lotus, yeah.
I love that band. I
Same.
love that band. And like, yes, they're like, oh, cool. And I don't hear nobody saying, oh, they're switching up. They use hip hop to get to. No. It's all of it. Like, it's not it. It was them. They do like hip hop, and they were rappers. Yes, but they also like emo shit. But they're like, hey, I want to do band things now, and they're doing it, and they're succeeding. It's so amazing. And now we have this emo and hip hop connection now. That's never going to be broken at this point. It's not a trend. We're always going to be together. That's the way it should be. Because, hey, yo, Linkin Park and Jay-Z album is a staple of a generation. Like, yo, we should never lose the hip hop and rock connection ever again. Like,
Facts.
nah. But like,
agreed.
You ready for the next one?
Yep.
Let's just crack a lack.
All right. I think this is number 7.
Ooh.
After Anthony Green, before Cove Reber, who held down the vocal duties for Seosin? Do we repeat? Did you get that?
Yeah.
So after Anthony Green, before Cove Reber, who was singing for Seosin? Was it A, Phil Sneed of Story of the Year, B, Sonny Moore of From First to Last, C, Michael Jagman of A Skylit Drive, or D, Shane Told of Silverstein?
I actually don't know this one, so I'm trying to pick myself.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. So the second singer, like the official second singer, we're not talking about him. We're not talking about the official one. We're talking about before that.
The stand-in.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yep. This is something I definitely do not know. Okay. And I think okay, I'm either gonna do my lifeline or I'm gonna do my two thing. My like the 50-50. That's good. So let me cause I don't know this one at all. And I'm not ready to just like throw it away for just because I don't know it. Like nah, okay. Alright. Okay. Oh man. 50-50 or am I calling a friend? Okay. No. We're not phoning it in this time. I'ma use my 50-50.
Okay. So I will tell you right now, it's not Sonny Moore, and it's not Shane Told. So that leaves you with Phil Snead of Story of the Year or Michael Jagman of A Skylit Drive.
Okay. So, I'm going to say why I don't think it's Story of the Year. I don't think it's Story of the Year because I just don't think Story... Not saying they didn't fuck with that crowd. It just seems like Story of the Year was like... That just wasn't... Yeah, it wasn't that crowd. I don't think he would have got that call. Story of the Year was on the pop punk side of that post-hardcore inspired like realm. Like they weren't like the core. Like they're as hardcore as it comes. Like really, like because like I said, they're on the pop punk side. I discovered them on Blink-182 radio, so, on Pandora. So I don't think it's Story of the Year. So I'm gonna go with the guy from Skylit Drive.
Brandon, how do you feel about that answer?
I feel better than saying Story of the Year. Like, so if I'm wrong, I'll just be surprised.
Final answer.
The guy from Skylit Drive.
That is wrong.
Damn it!
Damn, you got one wrong. So, Phil Snead. So shout out Ryan Porter. He's like he's all over Facebook. He's in all the MySpace groups. He sent me this question. Phil Snead was the guitarist and bassist at one point of Story of the Year. He did backing vocals, but at one point he wasn't even the lead singer of Story of the Year. So he took over as the singer in between phase for Seosin.
So to make you feel better, I figured it was Story of the Year, but I wanted it to be Michael Jagman because I would pay a lot of money to hear Michael Jagman sing "You're Not Alone" and Voices.
Dude, I would pay a lot to see Shane Told sing those songs. That would be fucking sick.
Michael Jagman has the range and register of Anthony Green, old Anthony Green. And I'm like, yo, that would be fucking incredible because Story of the Year does not have the register that Anthony Green has. So like Michael Jagman, that is such a good fucking question. Ooh.
Damn. Great quality question. That one fucking.
So, this band was created after a vision quest by spending time with Native American tribes and smoking peyote. Is it Cobra Starship, The Almost, Hello Goodbye, or the starting line?
Okay. All right. So we got Cobra. We got They're Almost, the starting line, and who?
Hello Goodbye.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna start knocking things down. So it's not Hello Goodbye, because Hello Goodbye was formed because the guys wanted to get girls. That's and they knew that girls in their town loved bands, and they're like, we can do that. We can do that. And that's kind of the story of Hello Goodbye. You know, I love that. I love that. Just simple rock and roll. Let's get girls. Ah. Okay.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
So not Hello Goodbye. The Almost. That is a straight up Christian rock band. They're not gonna go on no crazy vision quest. I don't think Jesus would like that very much. And I don't think that they think that Jesus would like that very much. But yeah, the Almost. That's the dude from Under Oath.
Aaron Gillespie.
Yeah. No, it's not gonna be them. The starting line. I don't. I think they're just clean cut emo pop punk boys who just like, I like Newfound Glory. I like Get Up Kids.
Every pop punk band ever.
Yep. And they just did it. I think the starting line was just like there for the rush. I love starting line. I listened to, once again, I've never stopped listening to this album. I listened to Say It Like You Mean It today. Like it never gets old. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. That's a 10 out of 10 pop punk album.
They just did that live set in the studio. Did you catch that?
No, what?
Yeah, they just dropped one of those. I haven't seen it yet, but it's definitely going to be queued up for me.
Hell yeah. Well, my night is set.
Right.
Okay, so that leaves motherfucking Cobra Starship. See, Gabe Saporta did not hide like his Hispanic roots whatsoever. Like that boy was just like, nah, Cobra, motherfucker. Like and everything in When the City Sleeps. I don't know the rest of the album. It's a long name. But everything with the first album of When the City Sleeps, it was all like deserts and like western towns, like vibes, and it seemed very trippy. Like in every video, like Gabe would like start off like being like sweaty and like, where am I? Who are you? and then he would start singing, like, so yeah, I'm gonna go with Cobra Starship on this one. Bangs up, motherfucker.
I think that's his final answer.
Final answer.
Locking it in.
Dum, bum, bum.
Correct.
Yeah! Yes.
So after Midtown broke up, he went on this vision quest, did a bunch of peyote with a Native American tribe, started fucking around on the synthesizers and stuff like that. That's when he came up with the sound, and the rest is history. But I didn't know any of that about like the early music videos and the imagery of it all being in the desert and shit.
Yeah, it was all just like him waking up in weird places and like super duper, like looking like something out of The Good, Bad, the Ugly and shit. Like it's super duper cool. I love those videos. And I thought the peyote story, I thought that got debunked somewhere. Like I mean, like that was gonna be my answer, but like I thought that got debunked. I'm glad it's not, because that's a great story. I love that.
It's a great story.
I also love that because I got into Midtown without knowing that was Gabe's old band. I just like heard them. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then and I forgot where I learned it. It was either in a comment section or maybe on Wikipedia. But I remember like, what? because he sounds so different in Midtown than he does in Cobra Starship. Like he sounds so different. You can hear it, but like he has a whole pop punk voice, and
he did
it's
the whole
so,
Drive-Thru Records thing.
Yeah, like it's so wild. It's also wild of like how technically small Midtown was, but their connections are so vast. Like everyone represents Midtown. Like all the way back from the Newfound Glory video for Dress to Kill with a Chad wearing a Midtown shirt, like and all this stuff. And it's so cool. In their first song ever to be showed to people was for the soundtrack for Snakes on a Plane.
That was the original first. That was going to be the original question I had in this episode. But yeah, shout out Snakes on a Plane, because that was a weird music video. And that's a weird movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I only saw it for the first time like last year, like and it's legitimately a good movie. I didn't expect that. I thought it was just gonna be a fun time to laugh at. No, it's a straight up just good movie.
I just want to say something about that movie. It's the best emo soundtrack of all time. Like,
wow. How are we just disconnected?
But, you know, they have like the Academy is on it, Gym Class Heroes, Armor for Sleep, Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco.
Coheed and Cambria is on there. Like,
Bangers.
yo, yeah.
I don't know who did the sound, who picked out those songs for that score, but it was. I'm
pretty sure Fueled by Ramen just had like their claws in that movie, which is so wild because that movie is not emo.
No,
like
the time was.
It's not like, but the time. Oh my god!
It's coming back. Don't worry. You'll see it.
Oh yeah!
It's coming.
Yeah, baby! Oh yeah! A shout out, Downfalls High, MGK's spur of the moment musical movie that he did in 4 days.
I still gotta watch that. That shit looks.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
It looks entertaining. Yeah, for sure.
It's super entertaining.
Also, with Gabe Saporta, it's crazy that like he went from Midtown to Cobra Starship, where he was like, first he was like opening up for like bands like Armor for Sleep, or not, but playing shows with like Armor for Sleep and shit like that, and then goes to opening for Justin Bieber in Cobra Starship. Like,
it's so wild. It's such a, it is insane that it worked, because that's how he got global fame. Like, he got global fame from Cobra Starship, which is it sounds like nothing like Midtown. And oh my god, I love the ending like line in the song First Things on the Plane, which Ivan McCoy's from Midtown to Downtown. Like, that's so good.
Yep,
that's so good.
And there was like a time when everyone wanted to rock the purple hoodie that Gabe was rocking. Like,
yep,
that was a whole vibe.
Purple hoodie vibes.
It was a whole purple hoodie vibes, man. Bring it all back.
We're gonna wrap this up though. We got one more for you.
All right, one more.
Jesse, take us out.
All right, Bob Morris, vocalist of classic Fueled by Ramen indie pop act The Hush Sound, was previously a guitar player in which Chicago pop punk band? The Audition, Just Surrender, Adelphi, or the Junior Varsity?
Oh my god, I didn't know he had another band. Oh, okay. See, I found the Hush Sound by just scrolling down to the very first Fueled by Ramen video. The first Fueled by Ramen video is the Hush Sound video, and I'm like, who are these guys? And I'm like, that guy sounds like Brendan Urie. Like, really sounds like Brendan Urie. That's ridiculous. But I love that album. But wow, okay, all right, okay. I don't know this. Okay, so he was a guitarist of one of these bands. Shoot. Okay. Well, it wouldn't be a scene kid without that mother effing phone call. It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time.
So actually, If you have anyone else to call, because I got this question straight up from Julian.
Oh, straight up. Okay. Oh,
and,
no!
And I was actually in the group chat with Frankie, so both of them know the answer to this one.
Oh, no. No, I can't do that then.
What about Kawaii AF?
I'm the emo one. They're punks.
Shit.
I got them in the I got them to see the emo light. That was me. They were straight up punks. Like Nathan came from hardcore roots, and Ricky came from punk roots. Clay came from style and punk roots, and Jeff just figured things out. He came from pop punk, but knows like no lore besides everything to do with Tom DeLonge. Jeff loves Tom DeLonge and knows everything about him. Has like straight up like original like make that stuff. It's great. But yeah, so I can't rely on my band for emo things, especially this deep. Hush sound? You're kidding me. Oh no. Okay,
what if we do another 50-50?
Yeah, we'll give you another 50-50.
Okay.
This question is sponsored by Ride or Die.
So, it is not Adelphi, and it's not the junior varsity. So it's between the audition or Just Surrender.
Okay. So with the audition, I thought that was a newer band. I thought the audition was like new, like 2000 like 9 or 10 new, like didn't they have that song that was always on the radio? Oh man, okay. Audition or what the other one?
Just Surrender.
Just Surrender. Okay. I'm gonna say full on that it is Just Surrender.
Mikey, for the final time tonight, is he right?
Is that your final answer?
It is my final answer.
That's a shame. Because it's wrong. So it's the audition.
The audition.
So I'd be lying if I said I knew anything about the audition. The only bands I listened to out of that are the other three bands. But yeah, shout out the cozy representative on that one, because he was able to stump you on that.
Yep, the Who Wants to Be a Scene Kid alumni.
Julian, you motherfucker. You would know that hush sound shit. No one knows hush sound deep shit. This motherfucker, this dude is the bridge to everything mysterious of the scene and the emo and the pop punks. He knows it all.
He's an encyclopedia.
So for the crowd listening, go check out the Cozy Representative.
100%.
If you like this content, you will love his content.
You absolutely love his content. Like it, and not only are you getting some dope scene knowledge, you're getting it with the most positive, genuine positivity that you'll ever get it from anywhere.
And it's so in depth that it's literally like reading a textbook.
Yup. That's exactly what it is.
So Brandon, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, homie.
You came through, you did your thing. I think it's safe to say that Brandon is a credible scene kid.
100%. Yeah! Everybody give him a round of applause. You are now knighted as a fellow scene kid. Congratulations.
It's an honor. I like from being a closet scene kid in high school and because scene kids annoy the crap out of me, but like it was all because I knew like deep inside that's what I was, and I'm just trying to bring it all back, and not just bring it back. Kawaii AF's trying to bring it back to like just try to give it to people who didn't get to experience it. You can find this at all lowercase Kawaii AF _official And like that's where you can like talk to us, hit us up. Like also that name is the same as it is on TikTok. You want the finest, most authentic, accurate emo memes? You come to no better place than Kawaii AF TikTok. Same as Instagram, Kawaii AF_official. And find us on Spotify at just Kawaii AF. And like, yo, we got an album dropping, and we're gonna be releasing singles and new TikToks. New bigger TikToks are gonna be happening. We're gonna be collaborating with so many sections of TikTok as we can, because we got a whole series in mind that we're trying to do that like expands on the whole mall like world, because you know we got big by doing hot topic videos, but we're gonna be expanding on the mall. We're going to Spencer. We're going to FYE. We're going to Claire's. We're going to Hollister. We're going to American Eagle. You're going to be able to experience the 2007 mall, and it's going to be great. And on my personal thing, I'm in the middle of writing an emo pop punk musical with somebody.
Ooh, that's awesome, dude.
Definitely gonna keep my eyes out for that one. But dude, thank you so much for coming on, sharing some knowledge with us. Everyone go follow Brandon and Kawaii AF. Thank you for sticking around through this whole video. It's been a lot of fun. I'm Mikey.
I'm Jesse.
And this is To All the Crowd Rooms. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell. You get the alert as soon as the episode's posted. And thank you for watching, everyone. This is... oh, God.
This is Who Wants to Be a Scene Kid.
There we go.
Peace.